Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn English in Everyday Life, where we make learning English fun and easy. Whether you're a beginner or looking to improve your skills, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's get started. How about? Meaning, a suggestion or proposal for something to do. Example 1. How about going to the movies this weekend? Example 2. How about trying that new coffee shop? Example 3. How about we watch a movie tonight? I think that. Meaning, expressing a personal opinion. Example 1. I think that we should start the meeting now. Example 2. I think that this movie is worth watching. Example 3. I think that we need more time to decide. Can you please? Meaning, making a polite request. Example 1. Can you please help me with this task? Example 2. Can you please send me the details by email? Example 3. Can you please pick up some groceries on your way home? I would like to. Meaning, expressing a desire or preference. Example 1. I would like to visit Japan next year. Example 2. I would like to try the new dish on the menu. Example 3. I would like to learn how to play the guitar. What do you think? Meaning, asking for someone's opinion. Example 1. What do you think about the new policy? Example 2. What do you think of this design? Example 3. What do you think we should do next? I'm looking forward to. Meaning, anticipating a future event with excitement. Example 1. I'm looking forward to our vacation next month. Example 2. I'm looking forward to meeting your family. Example 3. I'm looking forward to the concert this weekend. It seems that. Meaning, making an observation or assumption. Example 1. It seems that they have already left the office. Example 2. It seems that the traffic is getting worse. Example 3. It seems that everyone enjoyed the party. Could you tell me? Meaning, asking for information or clarification. Example 1. Could you tell me where the nearest station is? Example 2. Could you tell me how to solve this problem? Example 3. Could you tell me what time the meeting starts? I'm not sure if. Meaning, expressing uncertainty. Example 1. I'm not sure if I can attend the meeting tomorrow. Example 2. I'm not sure if this is the right approach. Example 3. I'm not sure if we have enough time to finish. Let's take a look at. Meaning, suggesting to examine something. Example 1. Let's take a look at the report before we finalize it. Example 2. Let's take a look at the photos from our trip. Example 3. Let's take a look at the new features of the software. In my opinion. Meaning, stating a personal belief. Example 1. In my opinion, this is the best solution to the problem. Example 2. In my opinion, teamwork is essential for success. Example 3. In my opinion, this book offers valuable insights. Could you explain? Meaning, requesting clarification. Example 1. Could you explain the main idea of the article? Example 2. Could you explain how this process works? Example 3. Could you explain your reasoning behind that decision? I appreciate your help. Meaning, expressing gratitude. Example 1. I appreciate your help with the project, it was invaluable. Example 2. I appreciate your help in organizing the event. Example 3. I appreciate your help during this busy time. What if? Meaning, proposing a hypothetical scenario. Example 1. What if we change the meeting time to 2 p.m.? Example 2. What if we try a different approach? Example 3. What if it rains during the picnic? I'm interested in. Meaning, expressing curiosity or desire. Example 1. I'm interested in learning more about that topic. Example 2. I'm interested in joining the book club. Example 3. I'm interested in exploring new technologies. Let me know if. Meaning, offering assistance and inviting communication. Example 1. Let me know if you need any help with your assignment. Example 2. Let me know if you have any questions. Example 3. Let me know if you want to join us later. That's a good point. Meaning, acknowledging a valid argument. Example 1. That's a good point, we should consider it. Example 2. That's a good point, I hadn't thought of that. Example 3. That's a good point, it makes sense to revise our plan. I have a question about. Meaning, indicating a specific inquiry. Example 1. I have a question about the deadline for the project. Example 2. I have a question about the new software. Example 3. I have a question about your presentation. It's important to. Meaning, highlighting significance. Example 1. It's important to communicate effectively with the team. Example 2. It's important to stay organized in your work. Example 3. It's important to take breaks for better productivity. I'd love to. Meaning, expressing eagerness or enthusiasm. Example 1. I'd love to join you for lunch tomorrow. Example 2. I'd love to participate in the workshop. Example 3. I'd love to see that new movie with you. Let's agree to disagree. Meaning, acknowledging differing opinions peacefully. Example 1. Let's agree to disagree on which movie to watch. Example 2. Let's agree to disagree about our favorite sports teams. Example 3. Let's agree to disagree on our political views. I need some time to think. Meaning, requesting time for reflection. Example 1. I need some time to think about your proposal. Example 2. I need some time to think before I make a decision. Example 3. I need some time to think about my options. That sounds great. Meaning, expressing approval or excitement. Example 1. That sounds great, I can't wait to go. Example 2. That sounds great, let's make it happen. Example 3. That sounds great, I'm looking forward to it. I'm afraid that. Meaning, politely declining or expressing regret. Example 1. I'm afraid that I can't attend the meeting. Example 2. I'm afraid that I won't be able to help you today. Example 3. I'm afraid that the project deadline is too tight. Let's keep in touch. Meaning, suggesting ongoing communication. Example 1. Let's keep in touch after you move. Example 2. Let's keep in touch and update each other on our lives. Example 3. Let's keep in touch through email. I get the feeling that. Meaning, expressing an intuition or suspicion. Example 1. I get the feeling that she's upset about something. Example 2. I get the feeling that this project will be a success. Example 3. I get the feeling that he's not being honest. I'd like to suggest. meaning proposing an idea for consideration. Example 1. I'd like to suggest a new strategy for marketing. Example 2. I'd like to suggest we extend the deadline. Example 3. I'd like to suggest a meeting to discuss this further. Could you give me an example? Meaning, asking for a specific illustration. Example 1. Could you give me an example of what you mean? Example 2. Could you give me an example of a successful project? Example 3. Could you give me an example of how to use this tool? How about trying? Meaning, suggesting an alternative option. Example 1. How about trying that new restaurant for dinner? Example 2. How about trying yoga for exercise? Example 3. How about trying a different route to avoid traffic? I think that we need to. Meaning, expressing a belief about necessary actions. Example 1. I think that we need to review our budget. Example 2. I think that we need to improve our communication. Example 3. I think that we need to set clearer goals. Can you please send me? Meaning, making a polite request for something. Example 1. Can you please send me the updated schedule? Example 2. Can you please send me the presentation slides? Example 3. Can you please send me the meeting notes? I would like to thank you for. Meaning, expressing gratitude for specific help. Example 1. I would like to thank you for your support during the project. Example 2. I would like to thank you for your kind words. Example 3. I would like to thank you for your assistance. What do you think of? Meaning, asking for someone's opinion on a specific topic. Example 1. What do you think of the new policy changes? Example 2. What do you think of this book? Example 3. What do you think of the latest news? I'm looking forward to our. Meaning, anticipating excitement for a future event. Example 1. I'm looking forward to our meeting next week. Example 2. I'm looking forward to our trip to the beach. Example 3. I'm looking forward to celebrating your birthday. It seems that they. Meaning, making an observation based on evidence. Example 1. It seems that they have finished the project ahead of schedule. Example 2. It seems that they are enjoying the party. Example 3. It seems that the weather will be nice tomorrow. Could you tell me the time of? Meaning, asking for specific information. Example 1. Could you tell me the time of the concert? Example 2. Could you tell me the time of our appointment? Example 3. Could you tell me the time of the meeting? I'm not sure if I understand. Meaning, expressing confusion or lack of clarity. Example 1. I'm not sure if I understand the instructions correctly. Example 2. I'm not sure if I understand the concept fully. Example 3. I'm not sure if I understand what you meant. Let's take a look at the. Meaning, suggesting to examine something together. Example 1. Let's take a look at the results of the survey. Example 2. Let's take a look at the new design proposals. Example 3. Let's take a look at the data before making a decision. In my opinion, this is. Meaning, stating a personal belief about something. Example 1. In my opinion, this is the best solution to our problem. Example 2. In my opinion, teamwork is crucial for success. Example 3. In my opinion, this restaurant has the best food in town. Could you explain your reasoning? meaning asking for clarification on someone's thought process. Example 1. Could you explain your reasoning behind this decision? Example 2. Could you explain your reasoning for the changes? Example 3. Could you explain why you chose this option? I appreciate your patience, meaning thanking someone for their understanding. Example 1. I appreciate your patience while I sorted this out. Example 2. I appreciate your patience during the delay. Example 3. I appreciate your patience with my questions. What if we change the? Meaning, proposing an alternative idea or scenario. Example 1. What if we change the location for the event? Example 2. What if we change the date to next week? Example 3. What if we change our approach to this issue? I'm interested in your thoughts, meaning asking for someone's opinion or feedback. Example 1. I'm interested in your thoughts on the new project. Example 2. I'm interested in your thoughts about the meeting. Example 3. I'm interested in your thoughts on how we can improve. Let me know if you have. Meaning, offering assistance and inviting communication. Example 1. Let me know if you have any questions about the process. Example 2. Let me know if you have any concerns. Example 3. Let me know if you need help with anything. That's a good point, I hadn't. Meaning, acknowledging a valid argument or insight. Example 1. That's a good point, I hadn't considered that option. Example 2. That's a good point, I hadn't thought about it like that. Example 3. That's a good point, I should have factored that in. I have a question about the. Meaning, indicating a specific inquiry. Example 1. I have a question about the agenda for the meeting. Example 2. I have a question about the requirements for the project. Example 3. I have a question about your presentation style. It's important to communicate. Meaning, highlighting the necessity of effective communication. Example 1. It's important to communicate clearly with your team. Example 2. It's important to communicate your ideas effectively. Example 3. It's important to communicate any changes promptly. I'd love to join you for. Meaning, expressing eagerness to participate. Example 1. I'd love to join you for lunch tomorrow. Example 2. I'd love to join you for the meeting if possible. Example 3. I'd love to join you for the concert next week. Let's agree to disagree on. Meaning, acknowledging differing opinions peacefully. Example 1. Let's agree to disagree on our favorite books. Example 2. Let's agree to disagree about our political views. Example 3. Let's agree to disagree on which movie to watch. I need some time to think about. Meaning, requesting time for reflection. Example 1. I need some time to think about the offer you made. Example 2. I need some time to think about my options. Example 3. I need some time to think about how to respond. Thank you for joining us today on Learn English in Everyday Life. We hope you found this lesson helpful and enjoyable. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep using your English skills every day. If you have any topics you'd like us to cover, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future lessons. Until next time, keep learning together.